We have quite a lot of appointments today. So perhaps you standing here isn't all that urgent?
Yes, Miss Ratched. Your new employee has arrived.
She walks around with that same dull smile creeping between her chin and her nose and that same calm word coming from her eyes. But down inside of her, she's tense as steel. I know it. I can feel it.
Hello, you must be Mr. McMurphy. I'm Miss Ratched, and welcome to the Institute. Let me lead you to your office. Please welcome our new employee into the office.
Hello guys, hey buddies. My name is McMurphy. Randall Patrick McMurphy, and I'm a gambling fool, you see. Yes sir, that's what I came to this establishment for. To bring you birds, fun, and entertainment around the gambling table. See, nobody left in that Pendleton work to make my days interesting anymore, so I requested a transfer. Yeah, needed some new blood. Hooey! Look at this bird hold his cords, showing them into everyone in the block. Man, I'll trim you babies like little lambs.
He talks the way Papa used to. Voice loud and full of hell. But he doesn't look like Papa. The laugh sounds free and loud, and it's the first laugh I've heard in years.
Which one of you claims to be the best? It's my first day, and what I like to do is make a good impression, straight off the right man. If you can prove to me he is the right man. So who's the bald goose loony here?
Harding, I guess that would be you.
He's the president of the workers' union on account of he has a paper that says he graduated from college. This paper is framed and sits on his desk next to a picture of a woman in a bathing suit. You can see Harding sitting on a towel behind her, looking skinny in his bathing suit, like he's waiting for some big guy to kick sand on him. Harding brags so much about his woman, says she's the sexiest woman in the world.
Does this gentleman have an appointment, Mr. Bibbit?
Do you have an appointment, Mr. McMurphy? Mr. Harding is a very busy man. He won't see anyone without an appointment.
This busy man, Mr. Harding, is the bull goose loony. That Randall Patrick McMurphy is waiting to see him. And that the office ain't big enough for the two of us. I'm accustomed to being top man. Tell this Harding that he either meet me man to man, or he's a yaller skunk and better be out of town by sunset.
Billy, you tell this young upstart McMurphy that I'll meet him in the main hall at high noon, and we'll settle this affair once and for all, libidos a-blazing. You might also warn him, just to be fair, that I have been bull goose loony in the office for nigh onto 2 years.
Hoo-wee! Look what we've got here. What's your story, Big Chief? You look like a sitting bull on a sit-down strike. What's your name, Chief?
His name is Bromden, Chief Bromden. Everyone calls him Chief Babroom because his assistants have him sweeping all the time. There's not much else he can do, I guess. He's deaf, and if I was deaf, I would kill myself.
He got his growth. He'll be pretty good size, won't he? I wonder how tall he is.
I think someone measured him at 6 foot 7 inches, but even if he's big, he's scared of his own shadow. Just a big, deaf Indian.
Well, what the hell? He can shake hands, can't he? Chief, you may be big, but you should shake my hand. But it's not a good idea to insult the new bull goose lonely of the office.
Mr. McMurphy, could you come here, please? I'm sorry to interrupt you and Mr. Bromden, but you do understand that everyone must follow the rules.
You know, ma'am, this is the exact thing someone tells me about the rules. Just when they figure out I'm about to do the exact opposite.
Let's begin this week's office meeting. At the close of last week's meeting, we were discussing Mr. Harding's problem concerning his wife.
Harding is a flat, nervous man with a face that sometimes makes you think you've seen him in movies. Like it's a face too pretty to just be a guy on the street. He's got wide, thin shoulders, and he curves them in and around his chest when he's trying to hide inside of himself. And he's got hands so long and white and dainty. I think they carved each other out of soap, and sometimes they get loose and glide around in front of him like two free white birds, until he notices them and drops them between his knees.
Mr. Harding
Harding stated that when his wife's weekly visit to him in the Institute made him uneasy because she drew stares of other men in the office. Is that true, Mr. Harding?
Yes, that's correct. Would anyone like to touch upon this further?
I've been accused of a multitude of things, of jealousy and paranoia, of not being man enough to satisfy my wife, of having relations with other male friends of mine, even, it seems to me, of having nothing between my legs but a patch of hair.
I don't think I see the purpose of mentally abusing your employees like this. I mean, this isn't what an office meeting is supposed to be like.
Mr. McMurphy, please focus at the issue at hand.
Is this the usual procedure for these office meetings? It's like a bunch of chickens at a pecking party. The flock gets sad of blood on some chicken, and they all go pecking at it, till they rip the chicken to shreds, blood, bones, and feathers. But usually, a couple of the flock gets spotted in the fracas. Then it's their turn. And it's that old Miss Ratchet that pecked the first peck. But she doesn't peck at their eyes. No. She pecks at their balls. She's a ball cutter.
Ms. Ratchet, given all the conditions of that sublime relationship, coupled with the subsequent annihilation of all that I've held to be sacred, mentally, physically, and emotionally, the only thing that I can speculate on at this late date is how I will justify the very existence of my life, with or without my dear wife.
Meeting adjourned.
What the hell was that? I'd like to hold a vote regarding TV time.
One moment, Mr. McMurphy. Let me pose a question to the group. Do any of you feel that Mr. McMurphy is perhaps imposing his personal desires on some of you too much?
Let them vote. Why don't you? What's so wrong with watching TV?
Yeah, let them vote, Miss Ratchet.
Very well. But I think this is ample evidence of how much he is upsetting some of you workers. What is it that you are proposing, Mr. McMurphy?
Proposing a vote on watching TV in the afternoon.
You're certain a vote will satisfy you? We do have more important things.
It'll satisfy me. I just kind of like to see which of these birds has any guts and which doesn't.
A vote is not before the group then. Will a show of hands be adequate, Mr. McMurphy? Or are you going to insist on a secret ballot?
I want to see the hands. I want to see the hands that don't go up.
Everyone in favor of watching TV then, raise his hand. I count only 3, Mr. McMurphy.
3? Well, why not? 3 is all us here. Now hold on just a goddamn minute, lady.
I'm afraid the vote is defeated, Mr. McMurphy.
Come on, just raise your hand. Show her you can still do it, Bromden, for crying out loud. Don't you see it? We have to do this or we're whipped. You're our last bet.
The meeting is adjourned. I'd like to see the staff in the staff room in an hour. So if there isn't anything else...
It's too late to stop now. McMurphy did something to it that first day. Put some kind of hex on it. With his hand so it wouldn't act like I ordered it. There's no sense in it. Any fool can see I wouldn't do it on my own. Just by the way Nurse Ratchet is staring at me with her mouth empty of words, I can see I'm in for the trouble, but I just can't stop it. McMurphy's got hidden wires hooked to it, lifting it, so just to get me out of the fog and into the oven where I'm fair game. He's doing it. Wires. No, that's not the truth. I looked at it myself.
4. The chief vote makes it 4. And by God, if that isn't everyone, I'll eat my hat.
The meeting is closed.
So with baseball season over, McMurphy decided fishing was the new thing. And he requested another pass, telling the doctor he had some friends who would like to take 8 or 9 of us deep sea fishing. If that was alright with him. I watched them, a part of them, laughing with them. And somehow, not with them. I was off the boat, blown up off the water and straight into the wind with these black birds high above myself, and I could look down and see myself and the rest of the guys. See the boat, see McMurphy surrounded by his dozen people and watch them. Us, swinging laughter that rang out over the water, and every widening circles farther and farther until the crashing up on the beaches all over the coast, on beaches all over the coast, and wave after wave.